Fall Friday.
Yeah.
You know, tearing the portions up, making it happen. You know how we do.
Tearing the portions up. Can't let some things you can't let go, huh? Tearing no portions up.
Doing a little.
Old man with 3 kids, somebody tearing the portions up.
I've been enjoying this day with my family.
It feels so nice out here, y'all. Like, I mean, it feels like fall, so that's.
Got that good joke.
Really cold.
It ain't cold yet. Boy, this is good.
It's cold a little.
It's colder than summer, but it's not as cold as it's going to be. And that apple crisp, it was horrible. It didn't even taste it, okay?
It looked bad. I got a question, family. What do you all think is wrong with the world today? I can hear the barrage of answers. But this is my little thought. Out of all people, whether your race, it doesn't matter your race, your ethnicity, you know one of the hardest things to do is self-examination. If we all examined ourselves first, instead of pointing the finger first, and this world would be such a better place. It'd be a great place to live in. It would actually be the way it was intended to be. That's the thought I want to leave. It's time to examine ourselves. Self-examination. Point your finger this way before you point it that way. That's real talk.
That's true though.
It's real talk. We all gotta do it. We all are guilty of it. But that's the main reason.
I mean, I feel like we have made a good habit of it.
For sure.
And that's what's, you know, that's when we've seen the most growth in our lives, even in our relationships. And if you have a significant other, y'all are one. So we examine ourselves by holding each other accountable, because he is me and I am him. So self-examination.
Or how about we translate that from man and woman as being one to a whole group of people or nation or community being one. Hold others accountable.
I took my hair down, y'all, my faux locks I had. Well, I actually had 2 sets of them. A week before I had the baby, I got 1 set, and then like 3 weeks ago, I got another set. But I just really missed my hair, so I washed it and detangled it for like 3 days. I had the finger detangled because, you know, when you have a style for a long time, it kind of like maps together. I have really coarse, coily hair. My hair is like 4C. I have 4C. And I was finger detangling literally all day long. I washed it one day. No, I pre-pooed with conditioner and oil, and then I washed it. I detangled it, then I washed it, then I did a protein treatment, and then after the protein treatment I did the balancing moisturizer. And yeah, that's when it took me a while to detangle. But with 3 kids and the amount of hair that I have, it's like a week-long journey. So I started on Monday. So I'm finished today. I haven't had any heat in a while, so I'm still not gonna flat iron, but I'm gonna do a blowout, and then probably next weekend I'll do like a blowout on some type of curls. But for this week I'm just do a blowout, and do my bun, but I'll show y'all. Do y'all eat like sweets with y'all coffee, like donuts? Like, I don't see how people eat sweet stuff with the coffee, because you know when you eat sweet, whatever you drinking, it takes the taste away from the drink.
Shit,
so when I trying to eat sweets with my coffee, trying to do what he does, I can't taste my coffee anymore. It's not sweet.
See, it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be an even mesh. You have your coffee so hot that whatever sweet you eating, you bite that sweet and you hit that coffee and it just melted. Like it's a infusion. It ain't supposed to be sweet. It's supposed to be an even.
Wait, bro.
Balance.
You talk about temperature. I'm talking about taste. Like, I want to still taste my coffee if I eat something sweet. And then when I eat something sweet and then drink my coffee, the coffee tastes like milk, water.
That's because you like your coffee too sweet in the first place.
Well, milk and water is healthy for you.
I know,
Exactly.
son.
Thank you.
But I drink coffee for the taste, not for the nutrients.
Sometimes rookies gotta learn the hard way. She'll be alright as long as she stay consistent in this coffee game. She'll get it together.
In this coffee game.
Yeah. My wife is understanding her roots and who she are. She's always who she is. Excuse me. Understanding her roots and who she is. She's always been a beautiful person. But you know, when you just appreciate yourself and you don't go to outside sources, it's really a blessing. So.
Oh, you talking about my hair?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. To help y'all out, because he do that a lot. We be talking about one thing and we were just talking about coffee and he went to talking about hair. But
I'm sorry I'm that guy.
How beautiful I am?
Yeah, you are very beautiful, but just a small side step. I'm sorry that I'm that guy that likes to talk about things that mean stuff. People talk about stuff that don't really mean that too much. So, sorry to break the monotony of vanity, but yeah, she's a beautiful person inside and out. And we all had different things that we dealt with growing up, and I believe both of our biggest things was identity. And just knowing who you are, appreciating who you are, examining yourself and knowing who you are and where you come from, you know, it's very fulfilling.
Yeah.
My queen doing her thing, I'm proud of her.
Yeah, I know everybody is all on the like natural hair kick thing. And people always ask me like, how long you been natural? Well, I don't consider I guess I'm considered a natural in today's society, but I don't consider myself like a natural because I've never had chemicals or anything in my hair. My mom never like did that stuff to my hair, so I've always been natural. Even with that, I never embraced my actual texture, so now I'm learning to embrace the texture, like my curl pattern. I love my curl pattern. I'll never say never, but I don't know if I'll ever like flat iron my hair bone straight like I used to wear it with the part down the middle and just bone straight, because I love like my curl pattern. I love when I used to get sew-ins, I will always get like a curly big sew-in, and who knew that my own hair, that was my natural curl pattern. But I had to learn how to manage it that way. Another reason why I never wore my natural curl pattern, because I didn't know how to manage it if it wasn't straight. So now I do my hair myself. My hair is like my baby, so just like no one's gonna love your children like you do, I don't feel like no one will love my hair like I do, and no one knows my hair like I do. I've learned what my hair likes, and it's like thriving and growing. I'm so happy, but I love my natural curl pattern. A lot of women can't do hair, so that's not your fault, but just don't buy into like let someone conform you into what everyone thinks a woman is supposed to look like. Every woman is not supposed to look the same.
are. You gotta go back to the root of the thing to understand what its purpose is. So if you don't figure out what your purpose is, it don't matter what you do, you're gonna always be unfulfilled. Even in your hair. You know how I'm not a woman, but I can already tell from when I used to be out here. Sister have her hair done, she got that bundle or that quick weave. I mean, she popping. Can't tell her nothing. You can't talk to it. What, boy? Cause she got that look that they sold her. Well, let her not have the bundles in. She got on the scarf. She got attitude now. What you mad for, boo? That's how you look. What you mad at me for? What you got stank attitude?
What you mad for, boo?
That says something is wrong internally. Because you're trying to reach an image that you were never supposed to get to. Don't learn who you are.
And I'm not against, you know, beauty enhancement, because that's fun for women. It's like how little girls can, yeah, how, you know, that's a beautiful thing, like, that women can do. I love to be able to do things to enhance my beauty, whether it's for special occasions or whether it's just because I feel like it. But I do it in a lane that's still me. It's a difference between enhancing your natural beauty and enhancing what you have than just doing things to yourself so that you can look totally different.
And then you start depending on that. So when you're not adorned, you really hate the way you look. You got an attitude when your hair ain't done. You got an attitude when your makeup ain't done. You don't want to come out the house when you ain't popped and suited and booted. That's the inner thing that needs to be fixed. That there is bondage, my friend. I don't care what it is. I feel like the Most High created me a certain way. I'm going to make it look good. Give it to me, I'm going to make it look good. Because that's who I am. Whether you like it or not. This is how I feel about myself. That's not being cocky or overconfident. I know who I am, and I know how the Most High created me. I'm rocking with it. Period.
I'm rocking with it.
You ain't got no choice.
If I had a choice, I still would.
The feast of Yah that's coming up is called Atonement. It's for you to afflict your soul, which means to do a self-inventory. Like I said, everybody want to be like this. They the reason this wrong. Because of this, I do. Because of what they did, I do this. And if this wouldn't have happened to me, then I wouldn't be like this. No, it's time. This is a set appoint, the appointed time to do like this. What is it in me that I need to fix? It's literally a appointed time for you to turn away from everything and examine yourself. So then when I see what's wrong, I can bring it to the Most High and we address it, and then I'm in right standing with Him. Dig? It's self-examination time. It's kind of what we was talking about, natural. Yeah, I like it. Because if you don't do a self-inventory, you can't address the sinful nature that's seen. And after atonement, we have the Sukkot, which is called the ingathering, or the dwelling of the Messiah. So the indwelling, which means He's coming. So if you don't do a self-inventory when He comes, ain't got that right about yourself, ain't nobody gonna be able to speak for you. Ain't nobody, it won't be anyone there to atone for you.
Hey guys, we're about to go on Big Lots. You remember when we talked about the last time we went there? It was a little cramped. We want to see if it's gonna be a little water. That last time It did not work at all.
I'm tired, y'all. She stayed up.
McDonald's hiring starting at 9:25. They done moved up.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you an
I'm gonna get you an app, sis. Get up in there. You cook. They done moved.
Yeah, I can get up in there and be a cook.
They done moved up the wage. Almost $10 an hour. So these warehouse jobs that still out here offer people a job for $10, $11 an hour. Come on, McDonald's pay $9.25. I can work less as hard and get me a sandwich for almost the same price. Y'all need to step y'all game up, man. You can choose your own hours. You can also pursue your education, and you can be you. You can be yourself.
Yeah, a lot of high schoolers.
I mean, you apply too. $9.25 ain't.
McDonald's does like tuition reimbursement.
You can use that. Get up in school and work there.
How long have you been check?
People be prideful, boy. I ain't working on McDonald's. Look at them people, they look happy.
Oh shit, this dude's off the chain.
Apple, stay out of business before I get yours.
Uh-oh.
Stay out of their business before I get yours.
Uh-oh.
You, let's stay out. Why you keep saying uh-oh?
Cause y'all back there shooting the breeze. Y'all gotta cut that out before I get on one of y'all.
Like, I can barely move the car in that, I was about to crash that thing.
You always be about to almost crash.
No, I don't. Okay, maybe I crashed a few times, but I never crashed.
At least you being honest, man. That's good. Never be a liar.
Welcome to McDonald's. What can I get for you today?
I'll take.
I want some nuggets.
How much is your 10-piece nugget? Or no, give me the
$4.45.
Give me the 20-piece nugget.
20 pieces.
Any sauce?
Honey mustard and barbecue.
Okay.
Let me get 2 McChickens.
Alright.
Add cheese.
And cheese.
A sweet tea, a large sweet tea, no ice.
A large sweet tea, no ice.
And 2 large fries.
2 large fries. And some bread.
Okay, anything else?
Yeah, I'm sorry. And a McDouble, please. No pickle.
Okay, will that be all?
That'll be all.
That'll be all. Thank
Okay, your total's gonna be $16.45. First window, thank you.
Thank you.
you. Have a
Man.
nice day.
Man, if you don't be quiet, man, quit saying what I say. Corny, my dude.
Can you reach her? No. Put the car in park.
Do what with her?
I'll get rid of me. I was gonna say put the car in park though, so your foot won't slip and you in the back of
I
somebody.
got it. You know,
Well, hi.
Hey, Fushy, Lushy, babe.
They're whining. Let's look how little the baby is. He's so little.
Don't cry. Don't do it. Oh, you stop crying. It worked.
Oh, don't do it. You're too beautiful to be crying.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
She's content. I know you're happy with that right now.
Say hey.
He ain't even show.
Can I get a chocolate milkshake?
Oh no, we ain't here to indulge.
Thank you.
Yeah, y'all can have fun.
Yeah, filet. What you want, another?
Chocolate milkshake,
Chocolate milk, what size?
medium.
Medium?
Yeah, he'll let y'all have some. I got some.
I don't know. You was everything I was saying. You was marking me, so probably gonna slide you on that, bro.
He ain't gonna slide you. He gonna give you some.
Don't worry about it.
Thank you so much.
Got
Thank
it?
you. Yes, ma'am.
Let's go.
Thank you, you too. Got that milkshake for free. Fella E-Bree, she know what time it is with the people. Nah, we getting down. Ain't no game. We look out for one another. Keep fighting on.
Boy.
Make that rhyme for y'all. Y'all ain't know I sing. I sing. You know what I mean? Lord, the Most High has gifted me. So I do what I can when I can. You know what I mean? I don't really publicize it and put it all out there like everybody. But if you ever need, songstress, you can look my way. I'll make it happen. So, and I think it's crazy. My wife, she's like,
famous food, we're having a clearance.
She's like beautiful.
She's very beautiful, but she's also a hater. She hates you.
You say what?
She hate on you.
You hate on me, calling me a cornball.
You is a cornball, man.
I am so not. Do I look like a ball to you?
You don't look like a ball, but some of the jokes, you gotta understand what a cornball is. It's a cornball is when somebody say something that they think is funny, but it's not.
You know what I think in my head when you say cornball?
What's that?
That make no
Come on
sense.
here and get some hand sanitizer, y'all.
How can a corn be mixed up with a ball?
That's what I'm talking about, family. Food is fresh, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
A little healthier.
No help with what? That's y'all. Why would y'all try to walk through at the same time? I ain't helping y'all with that. What's up, G? I see you looking over at me. What's up, G?
Y'all have nothing, and I say nothing in common.
Who, me and Gigi?
Yes.
She look just like me.
Yeah, good. Gigi's more lighter than you. Yeah.
So you gonna feed her? Or you gonna...
No,
I'm gonna eat first.
I'm going to eat first.
She quiet. Oh, Lord.
Got that milkshake for free, y'all. I'm pretty thankful about that.
Really annoying though. Saying it. You know that's funny.
Kids hate on me. I'm trying to thank you for the food. Bless it. You know, give nourishment to our bodies. I'm sure the Messiah name we pray. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
You be a good steward with what the Most High blessed you.
I don't agree with purchasing that sweet tea with no ice. That's a mess right there. It's hot.
Did I hear mess?
Yeah, you heard it. self-evaluation is the desire to always want to be whatever, whether it's at church, at a job, at school, even with children. It's embedded in us to want approval from others, and then that turns into wanting to just be something. So you're always focusing on trying to have the look of something to so that you can appear to be that thing. But so if you spending so much time on that, you don't have time to examine yourself.
That's good.
And I know that because that was one of my issues. I cared so much about what people thought of me, like, that it was ridiculous. And I thank the Most High because I don't anymore. Like, I love y'all, but I don't care what y'all do.
There's no disrespect either.
And that's not, like, not that I do not have compassion for other people's feelings. That's a different thing. But the way people view me and see me, that doesn't affect the way I move anymore like it used to. And when someone loves you and cares about you genuinely and what they think about you, and they come to you in love, that could help. But when it's someone who I know doesn't mean me well, I no longer care that much about what people think about me. Even with when you love someone so much and you've been with someone for such a long time, you have, like, even though I'm a woman and I'm like less than half his size, I have this thing about him, like, I'm so protective of a Benjamin that it makes no sense. And I'm the only one who knows him the way that I know him, so I know his heart and I know what type of person that he is. So when I feel like somebody's trying to come for him, I be in attack mode. Like, I'm super protective over him. And that's something that the Most High also had to help me with, like, just wanting people to know, like, I'm a good person, or he's a good person, or we ain't bad people. Or I was consumed with people wanting people to see me and him the way the Most High sees us and the way that I see him. I was consumed with that, and I had to just let it go. Like,
well, you can let it go when you do a self-examination. This feast that's coming up for us, you have to do this yearly. Examine yourself. So once I examine myself and I see what's wrong with myself first, and I take it to the Most High, ask him to help me with it, fix me, help me, like we both have done. If I'm in right standing with him, what someone else thinks of me, I know that you don't know me, and it makes me care less. I know that you don't know. I'm right with the one who created me, whether you feel some type of way about me or not. That really don't matter no more. But when you don't do self-examination first, you pointing the finger at everybody else. Oh, he did this, or they said this, or I remember when they did this. How about you remember when you did something too? We've all done something.
Remember that.
You remember what everybody else did, but you don't remember what you did. That lets you know that it's time for a self-examination. You gotta do that first. If you examine yourself first, like the Messiah said, get the mote out your own eye before you point, or get the beam out your own eye before you point at the mote of your brother. If I examine myself first and I know I'm right with the Most High, then it's my job to be like, yo, bro, you probably can, do this a little better. You might want to stop doing that. But if I haven't examined myself first, I shouldn't be saying anything. Don't get it twisted. Self-examination go first. Then you can be in right standing with the Most High and minister for him and say, hey, yo, we should do this better, y'all. We should do that better, y'all. But if you ain't did no self-examination, he knows and other people know.
Yeah. And the best way to examine yourself is to look around at the fruit that you bearing. Like,
you better speak, child.
That was our number one thing. Like, we just had to stop. Like, look around here. Like, seriously.
Something is wrong here.
Something is wrong here. Shout out to Charles Ramsey. Something is wrong. Charles said, when that little white girl came running out to a black man, Charles said something is wrong.
Something is wrong. It don't go like that.
It don't go like that. We had to just look around, like, at our life, like, we gotta make different decisions, better decisions, because we not bearing any fruit. And I mean, just a lot of people like to use the scripture, you know, you're suffering for righteousness' sake, but that don't mean that don't mean everything around you should just be bad and continue to be bad, and certain things just never change. That's not suffering for righteousness' sake. That's insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Like, there are a lot of insane people amongst us who don't even, they think it's just everyday life. Like, no, that's the best way to examine yourself. If you don't know where to start, just look around. Look around you, not at other people, but look around at your life, and, you know, things that you need to change and things that you want to do better and to do differently according to the standards of the one who created us. So tonight I'm making bolognese. Bolognese is an Italian dish, much like spaghetti, but it's a different sauce. So the sauce is like it's almost like a spaghetti marinara sauce. It's like spaghetti, but spaghetti Alfredo. That's the best way I can describe it, but it's really good. It's called bolognese. So in mine, I'm gonna use these cherry tomatoes, spinach, carrots, onion, and then I'm gonna do ground turkey instead of ground beef, and probably like a steak on the side because I just want some steak. But yep, bolognese. Okay. You don't like it?